when you're starting out as a producer, work with artists who are starting out. Don't try desperately to get a gig that you're not ready for, because when you fail in public, everybody knows. So everybody that artist knows will know that you weren't ready yet. My career is very much like that. I was in situations that were probably situations I wasn't ready for, but my role in that situation was something I was ready for. It was a very, very specialized thing, and I could handle it. So I think having an organic, slow climb will actually help a lot. I mean, it's sort of a saying that, the faster you rise, the faster you fall. But it is true. When you come up slowly, if something goes wrong, you still have the history of things going right behind you, and it won't really stick. So that's one thing. Another thing would be to listen to all kinds of music. Don't just listen within the genre you're interested in. I get more creative ideas listening to jazz and classical than I do listening to anything else, because anything else is closer to what I work on, and I'm assessing it sort of technically or whatever. I dive inside of it too quickly, whereas when I'm listening to music outside the genre I usually work in, I'm actually listening to music and the way different people put things together, and the way something can be exciting without having extra guitars in the chorus, because there are no guitars, it's just strings or something like that. So I would definitely say listen widely. The only thing, I mean, there's no right answer working on music, right? I mean, there's no, oh, this is better than this. There isn't a better in terms of drum sounds or mixing or even songs necessarily. But I think that the only mistake that I see producers make is they start acting as though it's their record when it's the artist's record. And if you just go by what an artist says, the words that come out of their mouth, they might have no experience of production techniques or being in a studio, so they'll sound like idiots. But it doesn't matter. If there is an actual musical or creative idea that they're trying to express, your job is to figure out what that is and make it happen, not think that they're idiots and just do what you want to do, because you end up with a compromised record, so the art is most likely not as good as it could be, but you're not doing what you're there to do. There's no producer who's hired to come in and make the record, at least not records I make. I mean, there are producers who make records and then they just go get a singer or something, but at that point they're the artists, they're not just the producers. So for producers, that is and engineers as well, that is definitely, I would say, the biggest mistake I see a lot. And the only other thing I see is that if you're not completely in control of the studio as an environment and as equipment and the technical side of it, you can kill the creative flow of a session because you don't like the drum sound you've gotten. And that is just a huge mistake. You've always got to be ready to record because people will be ready to perform.